Greetings. This is Peggie Rhodes of Be Insured for Life. Our agency specializes in health and life services, and today I want to talk to you about accident medical. What's accident medical, you're saying? I'll give you an example. You're out with friends, you're hanging out, you're having a good time, you stumble and fall, and this happens. We can help. I want you to watch this short video about accident medical benefits and hospital indemnity coverage, and I'll be right back to explain. Ooh.
Accident insurance makes accidents less painful financially. When you or one of your family members is injured, an accident plan pays benefits over and above what your health insurance may pay. Accident insurance is not intended to be a substitute for medical coverage, but this type of insurance is important because accidents happen out of the blue with no warning, no time to prepare, and no time to budget for the associated bills. There are many examples of how accident insurance may pay benefits. From more serious injuries that result in trips to the emergency room, hospitalization, and surgery, to very basic accidents like sprained wrists or twisted ankles that would require you to visit the doctor multiple times. In all of these cases, accident insurance pays you cash to cover medical expenses and other expenses you may face, such as transportation and lodging needs.
My child was riding her bike and she had an accident near our home. I rushed her to the emergency room. Well, after she saw the doctor and they conducted x-rays, they informed me that she had a broken arm and was going to require surgery. She was immediately admitted to the hospital. They performed the surgery the next morning, and she went home that afternoon. In the days and weeks following, we had a series of follow-up visits with the doctor. She ultimately made a great recovery. Thankfully, I had accident insurance to help me pay for all the medical bills.
Let's take a look at the different items from this example that would pay benefits under accident insurance. The trip to the emergency room, the initial doctor's visit in the emergency room, the x-ray of the fractured bone, the hospital admission, each day in the hospital, the surgery, and finally up to 6 follow-up visits would all be covered in an accident plan. The typical accident plan would cover all of these expenses, which could amount to more than $2,500. In total, there are over 40 different circumstances that will pay you a benefit. All you have to do to get reimbursed is submit your medical bills to the accident insurance company. The money paid to you does not affect any benefits that may be payable under your health insurance plan, so you get to decide how to use the money. If you have young children, kids in sports, or don't have significant savings set aside to buffer the financial difficulties of an accident, you should consider enrolling in accident insurance.
Welcome back. That was pretty informative, wasn't it? I want to take a moment, though, and kind of expand on the differences. Everyone can partake. Now, the accident medical, your entire family can be covered because accidents will come. A car accident, a slip and fall like this, and other injuries where you're going to the hospital, and let's say you have your employer's plan. You will have out-of-pocket expenses. Accident medical pays you directly when you submit claims for these out-of-pocket expenses. X-rays. Let's think about things like casts. Let's think about other things that you would need. Maybe an overnight stay. Maybe some physical therapy. Those are covered, and you can get that check in the mail. Cover those expenses. That's what accident medical is. Now, of course, you have to be a little bit careful about that. No hang gliding and no speedboating. But in the everyday course of events, accidents will happen. And of course, if you have an accident and you have to go to the hospital, that's where hospital indemnity comes in. You can have both of these types of plans and receive both of those types of coverages. Now, hospital indemnity covers just that. Emergency room, there will be a copay. There are fees attached to that. And even if you're admitted, there are still charges and copays and coinsurances that are going to take place. Say you need an MRI before you go there. Hospital indemnity plan can give you a check to cover that MRI cost. Outpatient surgeries, where you're going into an outpatient facility or you're going into a hospital for a 1 day, a couple of hours stay, you have coinsurances and copays. For a few dollars a month, you can have those out-of-pocket expenses covered. And here's the great news. You budget by your budget, by your budget, by your budget. I say that 3 times because there is no set. If you can afford X dollars, then that's the medical program we'll put together for you. So it's flexible, depending on your budget and your need. We're here, Be Insured for Life,